Hey guys, Romie here. So of course, please like, comment, subscribe. This is the Quad Season 3, Season 1, Episode 3, Things Fall Apart. This is my review. It starts off with, we see this hacker dude, well, I'm calling him hacker dude since we don't know his identity as of now. And we see him looking at this video, and he's editing the video. We're trying to figure out, okay, what are you trying to do with that? We don't know, so we're going to move past that. But he comes around, throughout the episode. Now, the president, of course, Eva, she's throwing this big shindig because she has to go and woo investors. All of this is to woo investors. So she's going to invite the all the coaches. She's going to invite the band. They're going to perform. And look, Diamond, who is AKA the band leader. So band leader Diamond, him and Dave. That's what I'm calling him. Him and Dave, they get on my nerves so much. So much, the drum major. I'm calling him Drum Major Dave. And they're, ready to go. They just have this whole entitled, misogynistic to themselves. We see our little diamond in the rough. That's what we're calling her right now. And she's trying to go and suck it up to Drum Major Dave. He's not feeling it. She's like, okay. So do you want some water? He's like, excuse me. Excuse me, what temperature is this? This water's too cold. What are you trying to do with me? Hello? Of course, Eva, she's going, and as I said, she's wooing the crowd. She has to move around. Guess who shows up? Her on-again, off-again boyfriend. While that's happening, we see little Madison. She's still lovesick over her boyfriend who is doing whatever he's doing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who is Madison's boyfriend? Because they keep bringing him up, but we don't see him. So is he going to be... oh, Lord, if he's the one that did... Anyway, because I'm trying to figure out why do they keep inserting this narrative into the storyline of hers. And... like I said, we have the singer, and this singer, she does really well. The thing about the singer is that she's clearly looking at the drum major, and I'm thinking, Lord Jesus, is she sprung? Is she? We see the black quarterback and some of his friends from the football team. They're all there. They're drinking, having a good time, just shooting the breeze. Eva, again, she sees Jason. Jason was brought by her so-called friend. Again, she has to act coy. Jason's like, oh yeah, I just recently transferred. I'm studying for this. I'm trying to get my degree in that. She's like, oh, that's so wonderful, really. So can I go and, I just need to whisk you away for a moment. What are you doing here? Didn't you get the message? I don't want you around, at least not in this capacity. We're supposed to be staying a certain feet away from each other. Mind you, we see this flashback of Eva again. She's still going and having sex with Jason. So that's why I'm looking at her like, so you want your cake, you want to eat it too, you just don't want the cake to show up in front of you, in front of mixed company. Oh, I see your angle. I see where you're going with this. The hacker is... the hacker dude, like I said, he's going and he keeps editing the video, and now we're seeing a clear depiction. Originally we just saw this kind of couple stumbling around. Next we see this couple fall into the bushes. I'm thinking, okay, this seems kind of off, but we'll continue with it. We'll go for it until, I guess, we figure out what's going on there. I feel bad for Cedric. Cedric is going through the most. Cedric has so many issues right now. He tries to get in, and he successfully gets in, but the guard at the doors is like, oh, no, you're not on the list. Nope, I don't see. Who are you? Cedric? No, you can't go. Next thing we know, when Cedric leaves, and he's still in earshot of them, the guys are saying, oh, I know exactly who he is. Of course I'm going to let some thug like him in. How does a thug like him go and, he gets this college degree, and now he's untouchable? He ain't nothing. He ain't. And that basically was the narrative of the entire night for Cedric, and I felt so bad for him. We have Eva, and Sydney comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, so who is this? Jason, of course, is introduced to Sydney, and Sydney is trying to do everything she can to flirt with Jason, and Eva puts a stop to it. It's just like, excuse me, little girl, don't you have somewhere you need to be? And then Eva lets him know, you are not. No. You are not. This is my daughter. Oh, you're right. This is my daughter. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. I'm looking at her like, he doesn't want your daughter. He wants you. And you keep playing around with him. Watch what's gonna happen. So he says, you know what? Meet me upstairs. Meet me upstairs in your room in 10 minutes. I said, excuse me? Meet you upstairs? Now, we see this flashback of Cedric. He's there. Eva came to visit him. What ended up happening is she's trying to convince him, you know, the reason why you got into school is because of your entry video. The video of you doing your spoken word on the issues that's going on in Chicago. I almost called it Chirac. In Chicago. And she says, I want you to come to this event that I'm throwing. You know, you'll be very inspiring to this room of rich black people. Your voice needs to be heard. And I want this voice. I don't know who I'm seeing right now. But I want to see this voice when you come and see me. So, this isn't mandatory. I just would love for you to go and join. Cedric is now there at the party. And again, everyone's just giving him the cold shoulder, bumping into him, looking at him like, It's like, oh, I'm sorry. No, never mind. It's like, oh, wasn't it the boy that killed... That killed so-and-so. Yeah, I can't believe he's here. How they still let him be... They are so judgmental, it's disgusting. Disgusting. And, of course, Eva fraternizes with Jason. Back downstairs, we see Coach Diamond, band leader Diamond. He's on the piano. He's having a grand old time. And the thing is, once he gets up from that piano, he starts to have his little dizzy spell. And now I'm thinking, oh Lord, what's wrong with him? Because I already had the feeling we're going to have to go and feel sorry for him. Now we see, what was it, like 7 days before, or a week prior? He's in bed. He's in bed with this, she's obviously younger, but I guess somewhat age-appropriate woman. And she's just like, okay, what's going on? Because it's the same issue as well. Again, it's your back. He says, no, I have lung cancer. Yes, lung cancer. He said, I've never smoked in a day. I've never had a cigarette and never smoked anything in my life. And for this to happen to me, look, unfortunately, you cutting down on the bad behavior, that helps, but it doesn't mean that you'll be safe and secure. And the thing is, the whole thing I got out of this was, this is really sad, because I knew that this man was broken. I knew something was wrong with him. He goes and she's, showing him concern and embracing him. Because he says, it doesn't matter what the doctors are saying. They're all essentially telling me the same thing, and that I'm pretty much screwed, but I'm just going to hold out until as long as possible. It doesn't seem like he's going to do any type of chemo or anything of that nature. But what he will do is reach into that drawer and give her her money. That envelope with her money. And I said, this whole scene didn't feel right. I said, this looks like a hotel room. Even if you're living in a hotel room, but this looks like a hotel room. I'm getting this weird vibe. I feel like you guys are cool, but it's not what we think. And ergo, I was right. He's paying her. So, clearly there's a lot more going on with his background than we thought. Bryce is over here, and he got his butt handed to him by Sydney. His father, one of his father's friends, are asking him, oh, so during the debate class, you won, didn't you? You won. Because the principal, Eva brought it up that, oh yeah, you had the debate with my daughter. How'd that go? So it's like, oh, you creamed her, didn't you? You creamed her. Yeah, I'm thinking, come on now, Eva, catch this. Even you need to realize, he didn't, no, not in the least. Not in the least. It didn't go as planned at all. They had this whole issue of Sydney was looking at the pullover rate for black men in a all lives matter fashion versus how Bryce was looking at it from a Black Lives Matter, and he was saying, excuse me, so you're saying that racial profiling and the fact that the statistics of how many of us get pulled over and for not probable cause and arrested and incarcerated, so you're saying that, us not wanting to hear our rights and us not doing this and that is not justified? She said, hold up now. Don't think that I'm ignorant. Don't think that I'm ignorant. Don't think that because she's a woman that she's educated, that she comes from money. And I'm thinking, you're telling this in front of your peers that clearly probably don't come from the same. Y'all are a mess. It's like, oh, we both come from a similar background. I said, yes, we do. But here's how this actually goes. Even though you think that, your rights, your rights, your rights. Yes, you should be entitled to your rights, but we need to focus on the issue of, we need to go and work with these police officers to go and change the institution so that we can build upon a solid foundation that isn't corrupt, so that we can counteract this mess instead of saying, we want our rights, we want our rights. When you do bad stuff to us, we get to react a certain way accordingly. No. We're going to go inside of those organizations and change it from the bottom up so that it can be better. I said, oh, did she just on? And you didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. Cedric feels a certain way, again, because he's still getting the cold shoulder. Even the guys from the football team are like, No one's feeling him. He's feeling homesick. He misses his mom. Of course, he misses his girlfriend. He knows that no one really likes him, so he goes over to, what's her name, Nori? No, Norni? Nina. Whatever the girl's name. Noni. Yeah, Noni. And he's helping her out with this equipment. He's just like, it's nice to see a friendly face. Ebony, have you spoken to her? Oh no, I've just been super busy. Well, she's doing very well. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go and take a road trip. I'll go and take a road trip. Do you want to come with me? No, I got a lot of stuff to do, but no, I'm glad to hear she's doing well. I'm thinking, of course you want to see her. You took her spot. You took her spot, and you didn't have her back for real, where it counted. So, guilt. That's all guilt right there. Guilt all in your face. But, I have to give it to Noni, because Noni worked her magic. She started with the quarterback and said how the drum major was insinuating that the football team is trash. They think that they're hot stuff just because they won a couple of games. The reason why the people come to the games to stay at the games, especially during halftime, is because of the band. And the football team would be nothing without the band. The football team in general is nothing, especially the quarterback, especially the overhyped players that don't win. Now, I'm not mad at her for doing this, because I'm thinking, okay, now you need to go over to, Drum Major Dave and do the same thing. That's what you need to do. But now we see the hacker dude. The hacker dude decides, now I'm at the point of editing this video to show the fact that this may not be consensual, that they're definitely having sex, but this may not be consensual. Something about this looks wrong, doesn't feel right in our spirit. I said, oh Lord, is he raping her? Is he raping her? Because if he is pure trash. Or if it didn't start out as rape, but still ended up as rape, rape is rape. No means no. If you didn't go in with that mindset and conscience, then you're garbage. That's it. That's all it is. Now, Eva decides she wants to go and show off Madison. Show off Madison and talk about how she's such a scholar and how smart she is, her poetry, all of this, how she deserves to be here, how your money can help bring more people like her. I'm thinking, so you're in a room full of black, successful people, and you think that they want to see you parade this cute white girl around and say, oh, she comes because Madison says, if it wasn't for the scholarship, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to afford to really go to any college, period. And when she got to this one woman said, you want me to go and invest my money, okay, bye Madison, but you want to go invest my money into you getting more Madisons when there's more of us out there who also needs the same opportunity? Yeah, I'll pass. Why don't you go and get your priorities straight and then you come back to me? I'm thinking, look, now here's the problem here. Because poor is poor. Now, yes, is there still different privileges depending on your race, ethnicity? Yeah, we know that. That's fact, it's obvious. But if you're poor and destitute, you are poor and destitute. And that is also a fact. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Because, like, what? If she was Hispanic, would you have been like, okay, well, you got a brown girl, but you didn't get this type of brown. Like, where are we going to draw the line? The whole point of the HBCU, yes, it's, of course, to give people, mainly black people, the opportunity to go to a college get a solid education, and be built up so that you can go out into the real world and kill it. But there's CBCUs have also done a lot for people, other minorities, and when you're poor, you are a minority. Poor counts. It does. It doesn't matter if you're white, black. Poor counts. So, Eva is thrown off by that, but now of course she wants Cedric to go and perform. She wants Cedric to go and perform, and Dave, he gets thrown off, and originally he was kind of snarky with Noni, but he gets it together. Why? Because now Noni is saying, you know what, Dave, here's how this goes. I didn't want to say anything. Say what? Speak your piece. I don't want to say this. The football team, they make fun of you, they make fun of the band, especially they say, well, you know what? I'm sure the instruments going in his mouth aren't the only place that they go in. I said, Noni, you are being really messy right now. Really messy. So you're going to cause the two of them to fight. As long as they don't fight at this place, I'm all good. Now, we see Carl. Carl's the other one that's been going around and trying to do the most. Carl decided he was actually going to go and leave the school. He was going to join a new university. Then he had a change of heart. He said, I put too much time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears into this black school. This school that I respect and love. I am not going away without a fight. And I'm thinking, Carl, if only you could take that animosity and turn it into drive and use it to aid Eva, you two would be running things. Cut out Coach Diamond, and you two will be running things. Running things. Idiots. Cecil. Now it's time for Cedric to go up there, and he starts off, with the Chirac, calling it Chirac, this and that. But he notices that no one's really, they're looking at him, but they're judging him. And then we see Bryce's father talk about, what is he doing here? Why is he here? How is he allowed to be here? It's just a shame. It's just pitiful what they let in nowadays. That's essentially what he was saying. So Cedric said, you know what? Forget this school. Forget you bougie people who go and do your day-to-day lives living it up while there's other people who are starving, people who look just like you, but because they come from a different tax bracket, because they don't come from a legacy, you don't like them. The band, you're trash, what you did to Ebony, the whole cover-ups with the physical abuse that she endured, all of you are garbage, go away. Someone starts recording it like, oh, I have to get this. I have to get this. Eva looks mortified. Cedric goes and leaves. I say, Cedric, good job. Good job! Because they're gonna fake like you after your initial rendition. So, you might as well go and give them a real reason. I know a lot of people say, no, don't do, no. You have to judge a room. You have to judge a room. If you're smart enough, you know when and when not to do stuff. I feel like at that point, why not? Why not? Make them a little bit shook and make maybe someone actually think about, you know what, we are judging him. Cedric goes and leaves, and all he did was say things that they didn't like. Next thing we know, we have the drum major versus the quarterback, the black quarterback, and they're fighting. I was surprised. I thought the quarterback was just going to nail the drum major and it'll be over. But no, it was an actual brawl. The quarterback's body slamming the drum major giving a right hook. I said, they're really having this type of fight. People are exiting left and right. Sydney goes, leaves with Madison, says, you know what, I have to go. This is some foolishness. While they're outside, Madison, and that's the thing. Carl, he leaves as well. Carl stays, or he leaves at the very end. Cecil leaves early. He's like, oh Lord, I don't care if that person's supposed to be on my team. Nope, I don't have time. Madison's talking about her love life, and Sydney's saying, I know it's tragic and all, but he's probably just having a good time. You need to stop. You need to just relax and be in the moment. I'm thinking, Sydney, you are rude. You are rude. Madison gets this text, and it's of this video. It's like, oh my gosh, what is this? And it's this girl who has this guy on top of her. Sydney starts crying. She's like, get away from me, don't touch me. Because she says, it's me. I said, wait a minute. When did that happen? When did that happen? How did that possibly happen? What is really going on here? I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her because I was thinking, dang, she's the type that drinks a lot. So does she even remember that happening? Did she just think that was a nightmare? Did she just try to block it out? Is that the reason why she has this attitude all the time? Like, what's really going on? Because apparently it was someone on campus. Apparently this happened this semester. Lord, so this show's talking about, you know, teachers and students fraternizing with each other, rape on college campuses, profiling, just racism in general. This show is good. I don't understand why the universities would be like, we can't have this on the show. It's a bad representation of a real HSBCU. I feel like I just added so many words. Look, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me know what you think. Please like, comment, subscribe.